Welcome back to Facts Ability. Lean on the beer every time. This is my theme show. In fact, I need you guys not to be too proud, full of pride to like and subscribe. You did. Let me say that again. Ha ha! Because we're family. And I'm back to with you guys with news as dope as you can get. I mean, real news. This is coverage. And I want to say we're going to cover some topics, some real live topics on this blog right here. Now, back to my rampart corrupted friends, what I was telling you about last time. Breonna Taylor's case. Now we're dealing with the rampart police department. These guys are notorious narcotic drug movers, kingpins, jackers, killers, hitmans, you name it. Now I'm giving you straight into the action because we're gonna make a long story short. Because I don't like when people always hold you up to continue the story. I'm gonna give you the action first, then we're gonna run through it. Rampart cops have knocked people off. They have pulled up. Long story short, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like Tupac Shakur, they say he was killed by Rampart cops. It was known fact that it was cops in that car of the shooters. Even the Crips say they was in a car. It was Crips. They say they were known Crips say they was in the car with two cops. So just give me. You're not never gonna get this type of information from no blogger because. First of all, I'm an intellect. I like to know things. Like the sun being 92 million miles away from Earth, round to the nearest thousand is you got 93 million. The moon being 238,900 miles away. I have to know this. So when you get with me, you want to know facts, no lies. And I'm not no job. I'm telling you the truth. This is on my pride. I would never lie on something I feel in my heart inside. This is the truth. This is who I am. So when I'm telling you something, you can bet your bottom dollar and take it to the check, cash and paste, and make them holler. The check, cash and place, and make them holler if you ain't got it. I promise. Now let me say this: we into some deep shit here. Now that's gonna go into the story. Ex-Louisville police officer charged in Breonna Taylor search warrant to plead guilty. Former Louisville Metro Police Detective Kelly Goodlett will plead guilty to one count of conspiring to violate the civil rights of Breonna Taylor for helping falsify an affidavit for the search of her apartment in March 2020. Now I'm gonna get into some. Before we continue, no, I don't want to interrupt the story. Let's keep reading. Goodlett, 35, would appear August 22 before U.S. District Judge David Hall to enter her plea. Her lawyer, Brandon Marshall, announced in court Friday. Magistrate Judge Rihanna Edwards ordered Goodlett to surrender her passport and have no contact with her co-defendants, Sergeant Kyle Meany and former detective Joshua James and Brett Hankinson. Goodlett was suspected to plead guilty. Goodlett was suspected to plead guilty and testify against her colleagues because she was charged by information rather than indicted. She faces a sentence of no more than 5 years in prison. Wow, they getting gangster on us. Wow, they making her testify against our partners. Ooh. They say you want to be a gangster. Alright. Well, if you want to get out this, you're going to prove your loyalty to us. Ooh. Which is not nothing to you. Well, I ain't going to say that them are real gangsters. Rampart cops. The charging document says Goodlett okay, I got it. The charging document says Goodlett falsely claimed a postal inspector had verified Taylor was receiving a package for her boyfriend. Now, I was telling you guys, Breonna Taylor boyfriend is a known guy in the street community. He even said he gave Breonna $10,000 that night. He gave her $10,000 that night. He gave her like 10, 5,000. She already had 15, so she had about 20 to 25,000 on her. Now, how can I tell you? This is why it was dangerous, even me being in the street at point in my life, because I was worried about North. I used to be like, man, I'd rather get caught by the good guys. Man, you get caught with them motherfuckers. Man, you better have some money put on their heads or pay them off. That's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they respect. You got intimidation or pay them off. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna take your shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go back to this situation. It was documented that the whole time Breonna Taylor boyfriend was upset about her murder because he was like, I gave where the money at? He kept on mentioning, I don't know if you got where you guys been. He kept mentioning the money. He like, she had 20,000. She had 25,000. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, it was either 25 or 20. I gave her 5 today. Then he gave her, if I'm not mistaken, another 5 or 10 a couple of days beforehand. And plus, along with her money she had saved up, she had some money. So, what I was telling you about rampart cops, before we get back into this, man, they can forge the hell out of some documents. They can get any warrant. They don't need no evidence. And this is crazy. We live in a world where cops can just barge in anybody's house if they know you got something they want. You know what I'm saying? That's scary. That is scary than a motherfucker. Especially with these guys, because I'm telling you, once rampart come in, they come in. It's like most. I ain't no drug dealers challenging them. Let's the cartels, the mafia, because they gonna kill anything to get what they want. I'm telling them, they feel like you gonna tell, they ain't gonna trip. They let a lot of people tell afterwards, but if they feel like you gonna tell beforehand, they'll kill you. I'm telling you, they feel like you gonna snitch on them, taking your money, your dope. They will knock your bitch ass the fuck off. Excuse my language, my French. I'm scarred. This is journalism. My apologies. Let me be professional. I love commentary too, and comedy. But let me say this, get back to the story. This is some deep shit. Okay. Goodlett, a detective and the now disbanded place-based investigator, is also charged with knowingly conspiring with James and others to falsify the search warrant affidavit. The affidavit alleged Goodman met with James in her garage to get on the same page after a postal inspector said the claim that Taylor was receiving Glover's package was bogus. Now they received another claim. I have to break it, that she was receiving his package. She didn't receive a package. All she was doing was holding it. I'm telling you, she was holding his money. Now he's a runner. He's in the streets. I'm telling you, I got connections. He's in the streets, but he's not. It's like he ain't that easy. He ain't gonna let you catch him with no money. That's why he was giving it to. He a smart nigga. I give it to him. That's why he was giving Breonna his money. Like, you do whatever you want, put it with your money. If you can, clean it up, whatever. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he was into some street shit. I don't believe he responsible for Breonna's death to a max, but he does play a part in it. During the police were coming after him. So they was using Breonna to get to him. But long story short, I'm be honest with you, I think the rampart cops didn't want no parts of him. You know what I'm saying? I think this dude knows some motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? This is why they felt like if they go after Breonna, it wasn't gonna be any consequence. You know what I'm saying? That's why they was like, oh, she an easy target, she a female, we ain't gotta worry about getting shot at, which she pulled the gun on it. I don't know, that's what they say. And they shot her or whatever. Either way, they didn't have any warrant. The warrant wasn't real. Wasn't a real warrant. Well, I tell you, 90% of rampart cops, let me say this, 90% of rampart cops, they're falsified documents dealing with them. Anything they get a warrant, bullshit. This is why a lot of shit start with like people shooting at cops. Niggas don't know if the warrant is real, especially when you're dealing with that type of, it's like best just to be into complying, my opinion, to anyone. I know you want to protect your home, let's protect our home. Don't shoot out with the police. If you don't have to, please do not. I am not an affidavit. I'm not. Let me say this. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not that type of person. I believe, you do not put that type of imagery into people's heads. It's not. It's easier said than done. Like a lot of people have shot it out with the police. Wins. But majority, let's just be honest, you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose. It's a losing battle. You know what I'm saying? Even if you win, you're gonna lose in the end. So you end up on a death row. You shoot it out with 20 cops, beat them. You end up on death row. You know what I'm saying? So it's thought they just walk in and kill you up, they arrest you. So it's like best to think your mind is the best weapon. And this guy, in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest, Breonna Taylor, boyfriend, is a little hip. Like from what my sources were telling me, from what I was reading up on him, from what my street guys was telling me, he moves a certain way. He know cops. You know what I'm saying? He got people in high places. I'm not sure how high he was up there. I could just tell you, if they had that type of money, he wasn't no dummy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money, and just a lot, but it's enough money to make some moves. With that being said, he calls attention on himself, and they just start talking about his package. One thing about, from what I hear, he didn't get Breonna involved into like the street shit. He tried to keep her out of there. He made sure she had a weapon or whatever. He would give her money, like, this for you, keep it. And there was investigators was watching. Really, they call them inside rat mode, whatever you call your CI, the snitch. He was giving false information. You see, he gave them information to let them know she was not going to receive a package for her boyfriend, which she was not. All he gave her was money. He made sure she stayed out of his business. Whatever he did, I can't even falsely say he was doing anything illegal because the dude is slick as grease and very neat. I gotta give him credit. The streets barely talk about him, like he keeps his business very quiet, like you want to move in the streets. But he knew he was being watched. That's why he wasn't scared to respond, because he felt like they was cowards. He like, man, you know, they took my money, they killed my girl. He hot, you know what I'm saying? He hot, you know what I'm saying? It's good they locked the police up, because we don't know what this man would have did, you know what I'm saying? For real, let's just be honest. All right, let's get back into it. Jane 40 and Minnie 35 also faced civil rights charges for the search that ended in Taylor's death, while Hackett 46 is charged with violating the civil rights of Taylor or boyfriend Kenneth Walker and 3 of Taylor's neighbors by blindly firing shots into her apartment. Taylor was killed during a police raid on her apartment near Ericus Park when Walker, thinking an intruder was breaking in, fired one shot that hit Sergeant John Motterton in the leg. He and another detective. She did good. Wow, I didn't know she shot that motherfucker. I did hear that she pulled her strap out. I did hear that. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? That was good. She fired that. She was 26 and her death set off protests that lasted for months in Louisville and other cities. Madley has since retired and Cosgrove was fired. Neither has been charged because U.S. Attorney General Marcus Garland said the officer who ultimately carried out the search warrant, the search to Taylor's apartment, were not involved in the drafting of the warrant and were unaware of the false and misleading statements that it contained. Now, these other 2 officers, they were not aware. That's why I tell you how rampart cops work. They bring a good cop that we know this guy's clean. He does not fuck with the corrupt shit. And these guys know these corrupt motherfuckers are corrupt. But they be on them with good things, legit things. So in they mind, all right, I know such and such corrupt. I don't fuck with him, but we done did so many things together. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna bring me on those things, but he just don't know. I need you here. So when they look at me, they got the good guy, and they look at the bad cop like, we know your history. You got over 1,000 complaints filed on you. But this guy has none. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it works even in the street. You always have a good gangster vouching for you versus the corrupted gangster, and you be like, your man vouch for you. Alright, I'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure it's one, you know what I'm saying? But this is the same thing with the rampart cops. They go get 2 cops out. No idea the warrant is for. That's what I was sorry. Gangster shit, man. Gangster shit just made me laugh. I'm like, I ain't this about a bitch. You go get 2 cops that have no idea that's real good dudes, and you make them a part of some illegal shit. That's out of line, dog. It's funny though, because good cops should know better. Like, come on, man, don't let your guard down with no corrupt motherfucker. Long story short, this is what happens when you don't get the point across. Like, this shit is serious, and now let's get back to it. Maddie has since retired and was fired. Okay, I think I pretty much do. Yeah. And I just want to talk. Now we can get to the point. I think I pretty much touched up on everything because I didn't want to wait too much for after reading my commentary. So let me say this. Rampart cops have a history. I urge you, while you have time, to go look at documentaries of rampart cops. People complaining about rampart cops, robbing them, taking drugs, money, etc. Go look at them documentaries. It will fuck your head up. And it's not only that, people think that's all they're involved in. You think that, you don't know rampart cops. You want a rampart cop to work for you, you have the money, they'll come work for you. And I ain't talking about watch outside your house like a police guard. No, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? They'll come work for you, you know what I'm saying? For real, they know how to get away with it. That's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? There's some corrupt, I thought I've been corrupted motherfucker. I talking about a person that make cartels, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, Uncle was a cartel, so I don't know what's next. It's not important that I make cartels. It's not like I was doing anything. Long story short, these guys here are some tough motherfuckers. I give it to these cops. These some tough motherfuckers. They make the average cop look like they working at You know what I'm saying? KFC making biscuits with grease. I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are real deal Holyfield. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. This is what I do. The dude gave Stella back a groove to center up in the shooting. If you need proof, you gotta. We through.